How have I not bought an Impala yet? Like, I love the cherry light they had on the Impala in Calling All Units. That was... I really like that. Alright, look. There's a police one. Imagine Calling All Units, but, like, you could customize the police cars like this. Like, I really want them to bring back, like, a Calling All Units, like, 2.0 or something. Like, Calling All Units had a lot of great ideas, but a lot of them were very poorly executed. But I definitely would like to see them bring back... Like, that actually... I like the silver on this, too. It's probably because I have silver on it, but, like, the Los Angeles County skin, that looks great. Chicago, that's a nice Chicago. That gives me Blues Brothers vibes right there. Imagine a Blues Brothers... I'm talking really loudly that I'm shaking my monitor, but imagine a Blues Brothers themed expansion or like DLC. Check out the latest. The latest one's literally the one from Calling All Units. That's funny as hell. Well, that livery, I don't know how the guy's making that badge. No, they have Chicago in this game. They could do a Blues Brothers themed WoW like expansion. I really like this. Like, well, look at all the police. Like, you're gonna go and find like a lot of police skins in this game. Like, it's insane. So what you just saw there was a bit of my live stream I did yesterday. Yesterday I played the Crew 2 on my Twitch channel. Also, be sure to follow the Twitch. Thank you. I just have to throw that in there. But I'm really in that. I'm going through a bunch of skins for cars, and I'd argue that a large majority, a large portion of the skins that people are making for cars in the Crew 2 with the rap editor are cop skins, are police skins. And that drives the question, there are quite a lot of people who want to see police in the Crew 2, police pursuits in the Crew 2, isn't there? Now just sit back and think about it. People aren't spending the time and effort and detail into making these police skins, and there were a bunch of really detailed skins on there. So people aren't going through the effort of creating these and going, this is cool, I don't want any cops in this game, but I love these cop skins. That doesn't make much sense. So it's pretty obvious. This is just another way of showing that, like, hey, we want cops in the Crew 2. We want the police to return from the Crew 1. Like, they shouldn't have been removed, okay? Now, the sad truth is that they are removed, but hopefully by the end of 2019 that can change. And I'm going to be talking about a couple of ways I wish I'd like to see them introduce cops into the Crew 2. Now, cops aren't the only major change I'd like to see to the Crew 2. I would like to see the street racing go back to the legal side of things. The whole, like, I feel like with the Crew 2 and the way it is, like the Crew in general, with the huge open map and everything, I have a feeling you can have a two parallel street racing environment, so to say. Like, you can have the one environment, which is the legal aspect of things, which is what they kind of shoehorned into the game, but really rework that. So I'd like to see that, like the whole legal aspect thing, give more of a pro street vibe, if you know what I mean. Like, you have like this whole festival and everything, and you're like racing on the streets. It still feels dirty, like your cars, like you still feel like you're street racing, but like it's all legal and everything. Pro Street had a great vibe to it, and although it wasn't the best Need for Speed game, it still had a great vibe to it. And even I prefer street racing illegally in games. I still enjoy a good bit of Pro Street. Like, I'd like to see the legal side of street racing go over to like a more Pro Street-esque vibe. Not the whole, yay, we're street racing, but it's not illegal because the game said so. You don't get the vibe that you're legally street racing. You don't get the vibe that you're illegally street racing. You're literally just driving on a road, empty roads, racing people. Like, is this illegal or not? Who the fuck knows? So, at least with Pro Street, you knew it was illegal, and you felt like you were still, like, the vibe still felt great. It had like a Forza Horizon-esque vibe, but like a lot dirtier, and that's what I kind of liked about it. And then, for the illegal side of things, the parallel to that would be the illegal side of things, where you're illegally street racing through the city centers, through the countrysides, the cops in tow, with traffic, having to dodge traffic. That, to me, is proper street racing, proper illegal street racing. And we just don't have that in the Crew 2, and I want that to change. So, one way I'd like to see cops implemented back into the Crew 2 would like to be with a street racing update, like an illegal street racing update where there's like an illegal like midnight club, or like a club that operates at night and like illegally street races throughout different cities across the country. That would be fucking sick, okay? and you have to dodge traffic, you have to outrun the cops. You get that whole illegal-esque feel. They could pull that off in the Crew 2. They have the cities to do it. So I don't understand why that's such a, oh, it goes against the theme. Shut the fuck up. It goes against the theme. Here's the thing. Here's my counter to that. Wild Run went against the theme of the original Crew, which is all about doom and gloom. Oh my god, my brother died to avenge his death, and I feel like I'm gonna kill Shiv. I'm going through the mental, should I do it or should I not, of killing Shiv. Wild Run was nothing like that. It was all happy, cheery, yay, festival. But it still implemented itself well into the game, and the Crew 2 can do that easily with, I feel like, with the illegal street racing side of things. Now, it doesn't have to be all doom and gloom, people fucking dying left, right, and center. No, no, no. But, like, I'd like to see some illegal street racing, like Midnight Club-esque action in the Crew 2. And with that, I'd like to see cops implement it in a way where, like, they come after you when you're illegally street racing or when you're driving around like, recklessly. Like smashing up shit and like ramming into cops. I liked it in the Crew 1 where if you just wanted to cruise and you didn't want to bother the cops, you could just drive past them at like 200 miles an hour. They did not give a shit. But the moment you hit them, then they're like, hell yeah, we're coming after you. Your ass is grass. So that's one way they should implement police into the Crew 2. And now the other way I'd like to see them implement them into the Crew 2 is more of a hot pursuit-esque thing. Like, they have hypercars races in the game, and a lot of the hypercar races I'm driving through, and I'm getting hot pursuit vibes. The only problem is there's no cops, okay? And I feel like the hypercar races could really benefit well, especially in PvP, from cops. Like, have these new hot pursuit-esque modes where it's 4 racers versus 4 cops. And you can easily do that because the max amount of people in a lobby is 8. But you have 4 racers, 4 cops. Racers have to beat each other to the end of the race. Cops have to shut them down. And I feel like that would be a perfect idea for the Crew 2. Even because of the fact you can fly helicopters in this game. Like, have someone as a helicopter unit dropping spikes or something. That would be fucking sick. And now, obviously, I'd also like to see crates return, like a Calling All Units 2.0. Calling All Units had a lot of great ideas, but a lot of them were very poorly implemented. You can tell they didn't put much time and effort into Calling All Units, not as much as they should have. But nevertheless, I'd like to see crates return with the option. People keep complaining, oh, I don't like the crates being in a road and having to drive around them. Like, have the ability to turn them off, I guess, if you don't want to have to swerve around them. But have crates return, and then this time make it like how they did in the Crew 1. Daily new routes every day, so you have new routes every day to race away from the cops and do the crates. But then, obviously, after a while, it's going to start getting recycled. I know Ivory Tower's going to do that. Like, this is also where, like, a race editor come in. So that way you can create your own routes and then submit them to Ivory Tower. And then Ivory Tower can pull up some of the best routes and just put them for the daily events. That, I feel like, would be sick. That would be a great way. Like, just a race editor in general would be a great way to bring people back to the game. It would bring me back to the game for a good bit. So, and these are just some of the ideas, some of the ways I feel like Ivory Tower can implement police back into the Crew 2. Now, people are going to be screaming their heads off going, no police! No police! Screw you! Like, there are some really fucking aggressive people, like, in the fucking, like, what's left of the Crew 2 community, a lot of people are very fucking aggressive. Like, I just gotta point that out. This game is not about cops or factions, so throw those ideas out of your head. What factions and cops? Play the Crew 1, which is not a killed game. It totally works, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. I'm sorry, I just had to do that. Anyway, what are your guys' thoughts on cops in the Crew 2? Be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. What are some things you'd like to see if they were to implement police into the Crew 2? But that's gonna be all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good one, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see some more craptastic content, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you don't ever miss an upload. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitch and join my Discord to be able to chat with me and some others. That's all for now, guys. Have a good one.